I can tell you that's going to be a 4. And in fact it is, just like its brother right next to it. Hey everyone. I have been terrible about showing my appreciation to all of you, haven't I? We haven't done a prize giveaway in freaking forever. And this is something that I have to fix. So we've got something for you here. We've got a really cool lesson. I've got some content I want to share. I've talked about master keying before, but this is going to be like a really compact, super actionable lesson, plus a contest at the end where if you can decode a master keyed system that I'm going to walk you through, first few people to do so are going to win something awesome. And I have really felt the urge to give back because a lot of you have started to become way too generous. For instance, the distillery in Texas that sent me their, like, you can't call it scotch, right? Because it's not from Scotland, but
if it's no Scottish, it's crap!
This expression is, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, really delightful. So yeah, this is not sponsored content, right? Like, but Balcones, whatever their Mirador, whoever put this together, Tara and I were enjoying this evening. Yeah, this hit the spot. It was exactly what I wanted. This sounds like a fucking commercial. What the fuck is wrong with me? Let's just get to the content, all right? Learn something, win something. So, here's the premise. Let's say you're in a building. One of the doors is operable by this key right here. The orange key, that's key A. It opens the orange door. Key A only opens the orange door. It does not open this one over here. However, key B, orange-white, that does open the orange-white door. It does not open the orange door. So, what do we have? Do we have an environment where everyone just has a key to their door and nowhere else? Well, not exactly. But maybe there's a brown key, and this brown key can operate the orange door, and this brown key can operate orange-white. Yes, we indeed have a mastered environment. Let's say you maybe have the key number 1, and you would like to get into door number 2 over here. Let's say you don't have that key. You've never seen that key. You don't even know whose door this is. Maybe you're just kind of doing some exploring. By the way, don't do that. It's rude. But with just the knowledge of your key and with a little bit of time on your lock, you can discover the master bittings. You can discover the top master key. Let's look into how that would work. So, some disassembly required. If you have access to your own door, however, it's perfectly possible that you could come in late at night maybe, no one's around. You go ahead and take the lock out of that door. You do it carefully so that you don't have little pins and springs go flying, never to be seen again. That wouldn't be very covert. Let's use our operating key, which makes this part of the process pretty easy, and eject that plug with a follower tool. Now, we want to be very careful when we're doing this because we want to maintain the order and position of all these pins. Let's empty out this first chamber. Well, we've got a key pin. Maybe it's not a mastered environment. Oh, we've got more pins. Yeah, sounds mastered to me. Couple more pins here. 4th chamber and the 5th chamber. All right, now we're getting somewhere. If we wish to, and we can measure our key, and then we measure these pins, we can determine what the top master key is that probably can open not just our door, but another door. All right, we've sorted out, tidied up our pins a little bit. Are we ready to start measuring? No, we're not. Why not? Well, we could be missing some pins. Where could they be hiding? That's right. You've got to disassemble the full housing and make sure that you're seeing if there are any other pins. Maybe there's more mastering pins somewhere in this lock. Let's take a look. Well, well, what do we have here? Yeah, that first chamber was concealing another mastering pin, and of course a driver and some springs. Got everything laid out before us. Let's take some notes. First off, the key. Well, let's check our bitting of our operating key here. We've got a 2, all right. We've got what looks like a 5, real deep cut. We've got an 8, a real shallow one. Look at that, we got a 1 and another 8. Okay, 2, 5, 8, 1, 8. And that's our key. All right, time to measure these pins. Now we could do the traditional thing where you get out your approximeters and you compare measurement values that you take with the official Schlage bitting chart. And that works just fine. If you have a big pin kit, it's always on the inside of the lid. But maybe we want to do something a little more slick. We want to be a little faster. Let's go ahead and produce our Devious gauge card. Yeah, you've seen this before, right? This can not only measure our key, which we could have done before, right? 2, 5, 8, 1, 8. But unlike your traditional cards over here, we can measure our pins as well. So this first key pin, what do we got? All right, that's a 2, followed by, ooh, that's a real small one. We've got a 1, followed by, oh, feels like a 4 to me. We got another really small one. What's in here? Ooh, another 1, and a pretty deep one. What is this? Ah, we got a 6. Okay. Let's jot that down. Key pins. We had, what was it? It was a 2, a 1, a 4, a 1, and a 6. But in addition to that, we also have some mastering pins, right? Well, we can measure those as well. So this little pinky right here, I can just tell you, that's going to be a Schlage number 2. You can see 2 is above here. We're not doing quickset numbers, we're doing Schlage. We got a brass boy. I can tell you that's going to be a 4, and in fact it is, just like its brother right next to it. How is it that I know? Are my eyes that good? No. The reason I know this is I can see colors. Remember that Schlage chart, right? The official Schlage chart in the lab system, if you ever have colored pins, is giving away data. So this big one right here, kind of purplish, that's going to be a 6, which it is, right through this slot. That is a size 6 Schlage pin. And a little pinky at the end, we've got another 2. Now, not all pins will be colored, but when they are, you can sometimes save yourself a little bit of time. Maybe not even have to measure things out like that. So what do we have? A 2, 4, 4, 6, 2. This should be enough intelligence for us to now do some math and figure out the master bitting values. Well, how do we do this? Here's what. If this is the key pin, ready? Let's make a little drawing here. These are key pins, and these are master pins. If you look at the possible shear lines that you have right here, this pin chamber right here, these pins will operate either at a depth of 2, or a 2 on top of a 2 will operate at a valid depth of 4. So your key, your low-level key, that was already a 2. Well, you look at yourself, you're like, I'm nobody special. Whatever this 2 is, if there's a master depth, that ain't it. So we said it could be 2 or 4. Well, 4 is also a valid depth that doesn't represent what's on our key. How about this next chamber? This next chamber can operate either at a depth of 1 just by itself, or 1 plus 4 at a depth of 5. Well, we are a 5. We don't care about that. We care about just the 1. Next chamber, 4 can be by itself, or 4 plus 4 for 8. Well, we just want the 4 by itself. Next chamber, our bitting depth here, the little 1 cut, our bitting depth is operating just fine with a 1 pin, but it would also operate with a 1 plus a 6 on top of it, making a valid depth of 7. How about the last chamber? 6 plus 2 is 8. That's how our key operates this lock. But 6 just by itself as a key pin would also make 6 a valid depth. 4, 1, 4, 7, 6. That is probably not only a key that would open this lock when it's assembled, but it's a very strong chance that that is the top master key for this situation if all these locks are keyed together. Let's say it's still the middle of the night, you've only taken a couple minutes doing this, before anyone notices you disassemble the door, you put it all back together, and then you rush home to cut yourself a different key using this bitting. So with our lock back together, you can go ahead and lock up and go home. But let's say 41476 is a key that you happen to cut for yourself and bring in the next day, 41476. Quickly, before you even take your key out, you try it. Hey, look at that. It operates your door. That evening, instead of taking your lock apart, maybe you do a little bit of exploring. Maybe you find another door somewhere else, and you try that key in that door. Sure enough, it operates there too. Because as you suspected, 41476 is that building's top master key. So yes, I am so sorry we haven't done prize drawings in a while. I've just been overwhelmed, like fucking Corona, life, whatever. But still, you deserve stuff, and I have stuff. I have stuff to give away. It's been piling up. So here's what we're gonna do. I feel bad about this. I've been working hard on a whole new system. I'll be honest. Part of the reason the prize thing got to be a pain in the dick is because so many people would like win and I couldn't get in touch with you and follow up, and I couldn't, like, who's got an address, and no one would respond. So here's the future. I am starting a mailing list. It will not really contain any mailing. It's not for any purpose other than if y'all are fans of CGP Grey, right? He talks about how if you displease the internet overlords, the badness can come down like bolts of lightning from a mountain. Just as a backup, in case something ever happens to this channel, in case something ever happens to me or to YouTube, who the hell knows? Crazy times in the future. I wanted to be able to reach out and say, hey everyone, F this noise, I'm gonna be over at, this site. By signing up, I'm taking a cue from my friend Bill, right? Like Bosnian Bill does this. He's like, go to my website at this URL, sign up for the giveaway, and I'll get in touch with you. And he and Lockpicking Lawyer and other people, they really like this kind of system because part of your sign up will be you have to sign up with a mailing address. I don't want to know where you live. I want to know where I can send something. If I want to send this bottle of whiskey direct to your ass, I need to know where that is. So you're going to sign up, and then we'll have drawings and all that stuff at the end of lots of the videos. In a sec, I'm going to lay the gauntlet down. There's going to be a challenge, and if you get the answer right, you will be eligible to win something fucking cool. A number of things. Let's talk about the things. First off, speaking of prizes that haven't been claimed, somebody won the brown phone a while back. It's a cell phone the size of your thumb. It's a real cell phone. It takes a SIM card. It takes a full-size SIM card, if you can believe it. Someone didn't claim it. It's going back to all of you. That's one of the prizes up for grabs in this video. Let's see, another prize. Would you like an old Surefire flashlight of mine? Still got a lot of life left in it. I've barely used it to smash through anyone's face. It comes for free with accessories, including a non-Surefire pouch that kind of fits it, and some batteries that are almost not dead. What's else? All right, we got one more. Ready for this? Are you a fan of Velcro patches that can go on your tactical swag? Are you a fan of manufacturing your own firearms with the Defense Distributed Ghost Gunner? Defense Distributed's patch, right? This is not their regular patch. This is their modified Gonzalez flag, right? This is signed by the DefDist crew, signed by Cody and Paloma and Chris and like Andres, all the people you've seen that are bringing cool tech to you in the firearms world. We hang out in Austin when I'm down there. We go to SHOT and hang out. A bunch of them signed it. I will give this away. Here's what you're going to do. If you think you can solve the challenge that I'm about to lay on you, you're going to sign up on the mailing list because I need you in my freaking where can I mail shit to you database. And then when you email me your answer, you have to please, I will throw out your answer if you don't do this. List the prizes that you want, multiple prizes if you want, but list them in ranked order. Because if Alice emails me the right answer, immediately followed by Bob, immediately followed by Charlie, I need to know, like Alice said, well, I really want the flashlight first. And then Bob said, well, I kind of wanted the flashlight, but I'll take the patch. And then Charlie was like, well, I kind of wanted that phone first. That's great. That's good. This is ranked choice voting, something I'm a huge proponent of. So you're going to try the challenge that I'm about to show you. Then you're going to sign up on the thing. Then you're going to email me your answer with a ranked choice list of how you would like the prizes. And that prize could also just include a hearty thumbs up, like, dude, I already got everything I need. That's fine too. I got too much shit in my life. That's why I'm giving it away. Here comes the contest. So here's my challenge to all of you. Let's say you've got this lock right here. Green lock in the green door. There is a green key. Green key can operate this. But you're not interested in what's behind the green door.
Phrasing?
You're interested in what's behind door green-white. You might not even have access to this door. Let's say you've never even had this key. Maybe you've seen it, but you don't possess it. If you can get this lock open and disassembled, I bet you that you would be able to figure out the entire master key system with a little bit of ingenuity. Now, thankfully, mastered systems are a lot easier to pick and manipulate. We were able to just rake that one open. Let's be cautious when we unscrew this. Okay, here we go. Ready? Follower tool. Whoop. Pin chambers. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So we've got some key pins. We've got some, oh, interesting. These key pins don't look like they came from an official lab set, did they? They are not colored all green. But our mastering pins, well, they look pretty labby. We've got kind of a dull gray one here. We've got a pinky. We've got a brass colored one. We've got another kind of brassish colored one right here. Do we have any more hiding up in this spot? I don't know. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Let's find out. Well, we've got our driver pin and spring. Next chamber, we've got a driver pin and spring. I'm betting we're going to find mastering in here. We are. In addition to that driver pin, we've got another little pinky there and a spring. Fourth chamber, just a driver for us and spring. And then finally, I bet this will just be a driver as well. Yeah. Okay. Well, knowing what we know, I'm willing to bet that you all could solve this whole key system right now. I'll do you a little favor. These pins, we can measure some key pins with our card. First one, that comes in at a 3, size 3. Next one, this one looks pretty small. Oh my goodness, that is perhaps the smallest pin we've seen. That, oh, tricky, is just a size 0. This one right here, what do we got? A little bit bigger. That one is a size 4. You know what? I'm giving you too many hints. Knowing what you know, about your ability to perhaps photo decode a key, knowing what you know about some of these pins and seeing the rest of them, and then knowing that you're seeing a tiny pink mastering pin, then you're seeing kind of a dull gray mastering pin right here, then another little pinky, followed by a brass one, followed by a purple. I think you all have the ability to do the math and figure out not only what these bitting cuts are, but what the other bitting cuts are, resulting in a top master key that would open not just this lock, but this lock up here. If you think you can tell me what the bitting of this key is, please, what were the steps we're going to do? You're going to sign up for the mailing list, not because I care about sending you crap, just because I need your address to send you non-crap. I want to send you good things. Then you're going to contact me with what you think your answer is, and what's the important next part? Do you want the brown phone? Do you want the free Surefire flashlight with accessory pack consisting of almost perfect pouch and almost working batteries? Or do you want the come and take it patch from Defense Distributed signed by the crew? Rank them, please, in the order in which you would like to win them, and I will judge who gets what based on how quickly the answers come in, how accurate you can be, and who chooses which. I'll be back in a couple of days with the actual answer. You can find out if you were right, but I want you to get a shot at finding out without my help. So there you go. You think you can solve it? I want to hear from you if you can. Remember, what are our steps? You're going to sign up so that I have a way I can actually mail you things. You're then going to email me your answer with a ranked choice list of what you would like. So I wish you good luck. I wish you good speed. I wish you good tidings and good libations. I will talk to you soon. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there.